Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we're looking at Stephen Paul Lamb, and he went missing during senior skip week, May 11th, 1968, from Seaside, Oregon. Now this says he was 6 foot tall, and this says he was 5'10", and the John Doe that I think is him would make him 5'8". So, isn't that interesting? And I just think that John Doe looks so much like him. I mean, Colorado's quite a bit away from Oregon, but I really think it looks so much like him. And he's the right age, and I couldn't find any other John Does, but I didn't do a name search. I just went through the Doe network looking for somebody that went missing that time, that was that age, that might have fit his description. And I saw that one and thought, wow, that really reminds me of him. And then I also started from this doe and tried to find anyone that was missing in Colorado that was about that age, about that time. And I didn't, like I said, I didn't do a name search. I just went through the Doe network looking in the Charlie Project a bit. And I just didn't see anybody. I could have missed someone. But anyway, so this is Stephen Lamb. And see, this says he died in 1968 in May, and this says he died between 1969 and 1970. So that would have made his death a year before that. But with the cold and the snow, I don't know if that affects anything with their findings. Anyway, he disappeared during senior skip week at Weston High School, where he was a student. He's never been heard from again. They have very few details. I don't know what details they have. Maybe they have details that lead where he might have gone. And this unidentified male, this John Doe, is found in Twin Lakes, Colorado, was 18 to 30 years old. So they could have been a 30-year-old. It could have been somebody that wasn't even reported missing. And they had brown hair, possibly dark. They have the dentals, the fingerprints, and the DNA. And it talks about what they were wearing. They've got a newspaper report. It could have been wearing tennis shoes or hiking shoes or jungle boots. I don't know. So, a snowplow or something ran over his arm post-mortem, it looks like. So there was a lot of snow. It was covered by a rock fall. Wow. So, and then there's another John Doe. And this one was in Yosemite National Park in California, found September 9th, 1968, died a few months prior, maybe weeks prior, 5'9". They had black hair, 18 to 25 years old. So, I don't know. Anyway, if you know what happened to this young man who went missing in 1968. I mean, that's years ago, but maybe you heard something through relatives or through the grapevine and you're not sure if it's true and it's hearsay. Well, let the investigators know. Let them you're not sure if it's true. You heard it through the grapevine. You heard it through, so-and-so's relative to so-and-so that so-and-so said so-and-so knew him, and whatever information you can give them, because you got to remember 1968 is a long time ago, so they're not going to have that information probably anymore. They may not have the file anymore. They may have stored it different ways, and it may have gotten lost. That's a lot of years with them keeping a lot of records in a lot of different ways, going through a lot of investigators. So if you have any information, you should contact authorities and give it to them and let them know, hey, I'm not even sure if it's accurate, but this is what I heard, so that maybe it'll help them with the case and they'll have the notes on it, if they get enough information. And if you know who this John Doe is that was found in Twin Lakes, Colorado, maybe it was somebody that wasn't even reported missing. It could have been somebody's dad. And if you know who it might be, please contact authorities and let them know that as well. And this John Doe as well. If you have any information about any unsolved cases, you should always let authorities have that information. And don't forget to pray for their loved ones and their families. And please feel free to leave comments. And thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day. Bye-bye.